and I move on. I wish you well. The first thing I normally do, I delete their contacts to avoid me mistakenly texting them or calling them. Hello, welcome back. My name is NkeGod Jimmy. Welcome to the Gym Network. God bless you. If you have not subscribed, this is the right time for you to do that. Thank you for doing that, and God bless you. Okay, another beautiful topic to look into. Flirting with your ex. Is that you? A question shock you, Abby? No, but let's be serious. Let's be serious. Ordinarily, me, I am that kind of woman that when I say no, my no remains no. I don't go back to my vomit. When I move, I move. I don't look back. I don't even look beside me. Because that thing that had made me say no is still there. If I'm not sure, I won't say no to you. If I'm not also sure, I won't say yes to you. So what's the essence of saying no to you? And after all, and I'll begin to flirt with you. Whether you are a man or a woman, remember, in this channel, let me sound it again. I talk and balance the both side because God created man and woman. So I find it sickening when I'm being concentrative on one gender. That's not being fair, okay? So whether you're a man or a woman, for instance, somebody have been your suitor, there has been a proposal and acceptance, and after some time you feel that no, both of us can't do this thing, and you call it quit, either peacefully or by fight, because there are some people that are so childish that when they are breaking up with their ex, it will result into a fight. So ex in this aspect, I'm not saying ex-husband, I'm saying an ex-partner, meaning an ex-suitor, please. So I'm not talking about ex-husband or ex-wife, but you will fix yourself where you belong to, because whatsoever I'm going to say is also applicable to any of the exes. I have never said no to any man who had approached me for marriage. That is one of my bases of entering any relationship. So anytime you hear me talk about relationship, I don't talk about having a boyfriend. Yes. Every relationship I have entered is as a result of there was a proposal and there was an acceptance and there was no forward or moving forward. That is the reason there was an ex. Some people don't have ex, some have exes, and some have just an ex. Now, my problem is, when you begin to flirt with your ex, what do you intend to achieve? You are broken up with this guy, but you are monitoring him on every of his social media page. You are looking at the comment he dropped most. Is it for a man or for a woman? You are chatting him up once in a while, telling him, how are you? How was work today? Excuse you? Are you okay? Are you normal? What is it? Shebi you say no. Why you can't ask him how work? That kind of thing, that the thing where person will be say he dey inside relationship with another person supposed to ask. Why they care? Where they concerned? Where are you going to? Kilagbe. As in, Kenya, are you normal? You go to his DM to talk to him about your life and everything. Yes, you know that place where you know me now, where they work before. No, I don't get another better job. I don't even come up from that compound. In case you want to visit me, just feel free. Chat me up anytime and just call me at any time. Are you for real, bro? Are you really serious, sister? That is flirting with your ex. Now, there is something you need to understand. When a relationship doesn't work out between you and a person, it doesn't mean that that person is useless. It only means that the both of you are not compatible. So wish them well. In wishing them well, I don't mean that when you, as on, I don't break, the man don't marry, you are still in him, waking him up, chatting him up till 12 midnight, 1 a.m. First thing in the morning, you are calling him, hello Jimmy, How far now? Did you wake well? How is your wife? Who asked you? Why you dey ask? Dey your day, stay your lane, make him stay in lane. Na ex na him be. Yes, I also understand the fact that, okay, somebody is a friend that you had wished you settled down with, because there are some people like that. Friendship that was supposed to end in marriage, because their mouth was too heavy, they couldn't say it, or they keep giving so many excuses. And by the time the lady is being taken away, they are all over her. By the time the guy had approached her, she made shakara, and the guy said, okay, maybe she doesn't want us to lose our friendship. We are not actually meant to be partners in marriage. He goes to approach another person. Sister, you are following him everywhere. Be careful. Now, there is this story I read, and let me share it here. That somebody had an ex, and something happened. They broke up, and she married another man. And later on, the ex became a senator. You understand? It means that a lot of national cake is involved. And her present husband isn't doing well. So because she keeps flirting with this ex, the ex keeps giving her a lot of money and all of that. She, out of foolishness, had issue with her husband and break up with him. Because the ex has money and she went in with the ex. Forgetting that senatorship they finish you. What about sustaining it? Forgetting that that is a vomit that she had thrown away and she went back to it. Now the story, the money plenty, they come home with bako bag. Is it bako bag? No. What we call Ghana must go back. That's what they, spoil her and all of that. And that begin to bring issue between her and her husband. She wasn't satisfied. She broke up with her husband. Because the ex had already promised her, you see the way I'm taking care of you is because blah, 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 blah. And she foolishly broke up with her husband to be with what? Her ex. And the ex murmured her very, very well. He spent money on her quite well, but he dealt with her more than it was before. And finally, dumped her. And she became meaning that she is not birds that fly in the air. She's not animal that belong to the air. She's not animal that belong to the land. So she remained hanging. Does that resonate with you? Does it? Okay. Now, the storyteller now used herself as an example. She said she had an ex. They broke up. And she is also like me. Like, when I say no, I move on. I head ahead. No strings attached. I don't have any bitterness. But if you have offended me, I'm going to talk about it. Then we move on. I will tell you, this is what you have done that is not. Because that they keep you. But because they don't know what they want, they don't even know themselves. You are being faithful to them. They are busy perusing another site, looking for another woman. And at the end of the day, when you are smart, get to discover that, it's like this guy is trying to play kalu with me. They try to be smart. At the end of the day, when you break up with such person, it's painful, right? But somebody like me, I will tell you, guy, this is not the way to do life. And I move on. I wish you well. The first thing I normally do, I delete their contacts to avoid me mistakenly texting them or calling them. Because these kind of people, they will feel that you have not gotten over them. That's what works for me. I don't, everybody have what works for them. But I don't do it out of wickedness or out of hatred. I think that's the word I'm looking for. I don't do it out of hatred, but I do it for my sanity. I don't flirt with my ex. I won't even do that. I wish them well. If I meet them on the road, good, we greet. If there is any useful information I need to get from them, I can ask for, and that ends it. So this other lady had an ex who broke up with her, and she had moved on. And this ex resurfaced after some years, calling her with international number. And she was like, because the person had been trying to reach her through several means. But according to her, she said she blocked the person in every social media network. I don't do that. okay? Except we are not already friends. But if we are friends already on social media, I don't block you. If we are not friends, if you send me a friend request as my ex, I don't accept you. That is me. So, but because they were already in a relationship, she had him as her friend. So she blocked every avenue. So the guy called her with an international number, and she picked, and he said, "Guess who?" She said, "I can't guess. Please, who are you?" He now introduced himself. Say, "No, I'm in so and so." And she was like, "Oh wow, good for you. Congratulations. Okay, how are you now? How is everything?" She said, she now answered him, "Everything is fine. Please, I will get back to you." She told him, "I'll get back to you. I'm in the middle of a meeting now. I'll get back to you." The guy said, "Oh, God." She said she quickly blocked that line because she don't want him to call her and begin to torment her that, okay, my life is better now, if you had agreed to marry me. Now, from her statement, I get to understand she is that kind of lady that wouldn't take nonsense in relationship, most especially when the man is rigmaroling, trying to waste her time. And being that the kind of character he has was an issue for her, so she literally walked out of that relationship, although wisely. Anything that will make her go back to him, she blocks it. That is perfect, and that is the best way to deal with your ex. If you don't fight, if you didn't fight before you break up, because for me, breaking up shouldn't bring fight. Sit down and talk about it like adults and cut it off. So stop flirting with your ex. One of I wanted to give an example of somebody my husband approached that she said, I will think about it. I will think about it. And she kept wasting time. Only for us, after marriage, she's now started flirting around my husband. Actually, it's not as if I never wanted to accept your proposal, but it's because I was with somebody that time, and the person, I was thinking we are going to settle down, and you didn't have money and all of that. And my husband said, "It's okay. It's in the past now. There's no point." And when he told me, I said, "What is she actually trying to?" I don't understand. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, if you are in the habit of flirting with your ex, if you are already married, you are destroying that marriage. Whether you are a man or a woman, and you are not being fair to your partner. If your ex was okay for you, why didn't he marry you? Why didn't she marry you? So it's like going back to the vomit, because the only animal that I know that goes back to its vomit is a dog, and you don't want to be that. So stop it. You have a financial constraint in your family as a married woman or even as a single woman. The only person you can fall back to is your ex. You are degrading yourself. Even when your ex tries to offer help, and that is because you have opened door for him to know whatsoever is happening in your life, even after you people are separated, don't accept that help. That is the reason he is an ex. That is the reason she is an ex. Because if he finally comes back into your life, if she finally comes into your life, they will finish up with the destruction they never finished. Maybe they destroyed you up to a certain level. That's the reason you were able to pick up yourself and begin to. Now, this time around, they will finish you and scatter you and come out in the open and tell the people that I was on my own, and he decided to come. He is the one that destroyed himself by himself. She's the one that destroyed herself by herself. What are you doing with your ex? Stop flirting with your ex. NkeGod is advising you. It's not good for you.